Welcome everyone, this is Like It's 1985. Today's review is the Hot Toys 12-inch Silk Spectre action figure from the Watchmen movie. Now this is not a random review because in the past I've reviewed female action figures with articulation and so this is why I decided to pick her up. I like the movie, the actress is gorgeous of course, so you know why not. Now the figure itself is dressed in the costume that she uses to go out and fight crime with. Now, but the nice thing about the costume is you can see it's kind of got a shine to it, which I think is representative of the fact that in the movie the actual material that she's wearing is kind of a vinyl type of material. So it's if you can look at the whole figure, she's got all the way down even to her leggings and her boots. So very nice realism there. And if we take a look at her face, we can kind of look at and see if how she stacks up against her actual character in the movie, the likeness to the actress. You know, I think it's about maybe a 7 out of 10 as far as a likeness to the actress. But having said that, if you take a look at the head and the hair, you'll notice the hair is individually stranded. It's kind of like doll hair, and she's even got the bangs that she has in the movie. So yeah, it's really nice and shiny hair. The only bad thing about it is if you're reviewing it, that the hair kind of tends to get out of place, and it's kind of hard to kind of get it back in place. But other than that, it's probably not going to show up too much on camera anyway, so I probably shouldn't worry about it too much. For articulation, her head is very articulated. We take a look, she can go side to side like that, but then she's got a way extreme movement there, as well as back like that. If you'll take a look at the neck area, and I think most of her upper torso, you'll notice that the plastic, it's almost like it's a rubber type of material because it's really soft, and especially near her neck, you can feel that if you press down, it gives way, and you can feel that there's a joint there. So that's why you got that wide range of articulation in her neck area. As far as her shoulders go, of course, the usual articulation you'd expect there, somewhat hampered as it's going to be throughout the figure by the clothing, which is fine. Out like that. As far as the elbow goes, it's got a swivel and a bend, of course. 360, or could do 360, except for the fact that she's wearing the costume, and you tear or extremely stress the plastic if you did that, or not the vinyl, faux vinyl material, and you got a joint that goes like that. So now as far as her waist to midsection area goes, I think she only has like an abdomen joint, because maybe just the fact that she's got the costume, but I can't get her waist to rotate. But right about where my thumb is, she's got a abdomen joint in it, and you can kind of, if you move it, you can kind of get her to go side to side just a fraction of an inch. But moving down to her hip area, her leg can go forward like this, but then back there's this posterior plastic piece that's preventing from going back. Then you've got articulation out like that. You don't want to do it anymore because then you're kind of stressing the material here. There is you can see here, there is a swivel on her upper leg like that. And then you've got a bend in the knee, and I don't think there's really a swivel. It just moves a little bit like that, but just a bend there. Ankle articulation, it feels like it could go 360. Again, you've got the material blocking that, hindering that, and then you've got the articulation like that. So pretty decent articulation. Like I said, her outfit does limit that articulation, but I think that is fine with me because, as I've said in the past, and I think I've even stated this before, like the beginning review when I reviewed Marvel Legends Psylocke, when you have a female action figure, in my opinion, you gotta hide the articulation joints as much as possible. And what's nice about a figure like the Silk Spectre is her costume, it covers her joints very nicely, of course, but at the same time, it's very revealing. At the same time, I mean, she's got basically, like a garter slash stocking type of setup on her legs there, and so it's very feminine, very sexy. But and she doesn't have to reveal a lot of her flesh. And the reason I go into that statement there is because, again, like you gotta, in my opinion, you gotta hide the articulation joints as much as possible on female action figures. All right, so I will stop with that rant there. Now, as far as her rather accessories go, you can see that she can stand on her own just fine, but it does come with this base, and it has a really nice her name on there and the Watchman logo, so that's cool. And you've got this nice jacket that she can put on. I will probably show it in like a photo or something like that. But it can, it's a very nice material actually. It's supposed to resemble, I guess, leather. And it's got this nice material inside there as well. So that's pretty cool. And the last accessories you have is a open palm hand, as you can see. And I think these joints are supposed to be able to plug them in to her wrist area. So final thoughts on this figure. Should you get it? It goes for about $144. It's pretty pricey considering the you don't really get a lot of accessories, which is kind of understandable, of course, like I said before, because in the movie she didn't really have a lot accessories at all, really, any weapons that she used. So, at least that I can recall anyways from the movie. It's been a while since I watched it, but because of the lack of accessories, it's kind of like, you might as well get something else that's got a lot of accessories, but I mean, if you're into, collecting female action figures, then, I think you won't really care, so it's kind of what your preference is. In terms of how the feminine qualities of this action figure, I think it's great. My first review of a female action figure was Marvel Legends Psylocke, and I always go back to her to use as a bad example of what not to do in a female action figure. But as you can see, she's got a very feminine waist area as well as the buttocks area. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but the only thing I can think of that's kind of bad about this figure maybe is because she seems to have a really large caboose. I don't know, maybe just me, but if I'm looking at some of the pictures from some of the still shots from the movie, I don't know if she has that big of a caboose. But but the point is here, I digress. The point is it's feminine looking. I mean, it's not like a Marvel Legends Psylocke where you've got this kind of diaper waist butt area, So it's good. It's definitely a nice feminine action figure. So, if you like it and if you're willing to spend that much money, then yeah, I'd recommend getting her. But it's pretty spendy. So yeah, this has been my review of the Hot Toys 12-inch Silk Spectre action figure from the Watchmen movie. Until the next review, I'll see you later. Bye.